ભૂલ છે?
So yeah, this route map or maps is from my house to Bharat's house. I go to Bharat's house quite often. Also, it fell on the way to where I studied Acharya, which the road I took for 5 years. So his house also falls on the way. So this road I've been taking at least for 8 years. And I go down this road once a month minimum. And for those 5 years, so every day. From my house, you go down the road and you reach. I've changed the colors based on what I think of the surrounding. So every road I mark green is where I felt a lot of greenery around me. The roads again, the brown lines show the tar roads, and there's a little bit towards the end which I'll explain later. So you go down my road and there's this huge park. So that whole area, even though there's few trees, I still consider it green because in my peripheral view I see greenery. From there, there's an easier road to go down to Sindhi College, which is a landmark there. But I don't like taking that road. I like to go through the gullies because I like to go through roads which have different types of houses. So I don't just go straight and left. I would rather go straight, right, left, right, left, right, left, and then reach my coaching. And then I reached Sindhi College. Sindhi College is important not because I went there, but my friends have studied there, and opposite that there's a shop, a roll shop where me and my friends always used to go out and eat. From there you would reach another junction. Not a junction, but along the road is my church, which I definitely go once a week to. So this much of the stretch is my everyday thing. I have to travel here if I go out of my house for sure. For me, this road doesn't even qualify to be a main road because I've never used a helmet. Weirdly enough, a helmet is what I define a main road and a not main road by. So if you want to mark out just my area, this is it. McDonald's is my, like if you draw a radius, that is my area. McDonald's is an ST mall, but I don't know much about ST mall, I just know McDonald's because that's all I go to. From there you reach the main road, which gets super busy. That is the airport road. From there you go below the flyover, which is Nepal flyover, at the circle, and I have to take a right. Here, even though it's the main road, there's a flyover going above my head, so there's a sense of constriction, but not really. I know there's a flyover above my head and things are... I've gone under the flyover, waited at the signal for a long time to have thought about the flyover. And I create weird scenarios in my head, like what if the flyover falls down right now? Because splendor speed is not much. And signal traffic, Bangalore also. From there I go right. And this is actually the longest stretch from here to here of this route. But the road is pretty good. And I don't really think of landmarks along this road because it's dead straight and the road is good. What does come to my mind here is the change in levels. I know there are at least 3 flyovers. Either you're going above it, or you're going under it, or you're going above it. So for me, these flyovers are important, not just on this road, but any road in Bangalore I associate with flyovers. Flyovers are where I choose landmarks, not because I have to take a right or left, but I know that I need to go 2 flyovers before I take a right or a left or something like that. This is Outer Ring Road, and the road kind of curves, not like this, but this is my interpretation of the curve. Then you reach on top of Bell Circle. There again you get the traffic signal, and then from there you take right. This junction is pretty busy. This stretch the road goes through Bell Layout, and for me Bell Layout is green because on both sides you have trees and you get that canopy effect that you see in forest over. So for me this is like the most green stretch there is along this road. Also I know that here you won't get range on phone in certain places because I've got caught by cops and had to show my insurance, and I know there's no range, so I couldn't open the drain. Just halfway along this particular stretch is a chai shop where I used to park my bike sometimes and go for chai with my friends if I'm going to college. And if someone's got a car, we always leave our bikes here and then get into a car and go to college. So we used to carpool at this point. So this chai shop is really important. We just call it Bell Market. I don't know what the name of the chai shop is, but among my friends we call it Bell Market. And if you say Bell Market,